Hello and welcome back to the Movie Attic. I'm Mike, and as I said before, this is the Attic where I discuss and review movies, DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4Ks for all the nice people out there in YouTube land. Today's big episode is Ilya Muromets? I don't know how you pronounce that specifically, but the US version was called The Sword and the Dragon, which is a lot easier for me to pronounce, so that's how I'll refer to it from here on out. Of course, if this is your first video, how lucky are you? You didn't have to sit through any of those other ones, which were, as I always say, terrible. So anyway, that's the movie. I technically got this one off of eBay. It is a Deaf Crocodile release. There's the back. And this is the special slipcover that came with that release. It was originally sold on Vinegar Syndrome as one of their partner labels, back when they were a partner label on Vinegar Syndrome. There's the standard look of the Blu-ray case if you didn't get the slipcover version. Comes with a Blu-ray disc and a book, which also has some cool artwork on it. That's the front of the book, and it's a reasonably thick book. Also, there is some artwork on the inside, which is essentially, I guess, the artwork that's on that limited slipcover. So I was the way I found this movie, it was in my recommended on Amazon. So I checked out a trailer, and of course I loved the trailer. So I discovered that there was a limited slipcover to it. Checked eBay. Bought it on eBay, probably for more than I should have. But, oh well, what can you do? Sometimes you have these things. I did see that it is currently unavailable or out of stock on the Deaf Crocodile website. It was quite a while ago that it was on Vinegar Syndrome's website. It is available on eBay. It looked like it was available on Amazon, although I think the cheapest one I saw was $87, and I don't think it had the slipcover. So take what you will from that. Yeah, I'm sure. I think it was actually, you could watch it on Amazon Prime. I don't know if it costs anything or not. So anyway, I do have a piece of paper with some of the stats. It is from 1956, 91 minutes long, in color, 2:3:5:1 aspect ratio. It's in Russian with English subtitles. It's Region A Blu-ray. And I guess it was the first CinemaScope film produced in the Soviet Union. I'm not sure how you pronounce the director's name. Aleksandr Ptushko, maybe. Anyway, I checked out, him as a director. He seems to make these movies, like these folkloric fantasy type movies, and he employs all these cool special effects, which I love. And of course they're old special effects, because this was 56. I do have some of his other stuff that he put out. I do have this Sampo, which also with the limited slipcover. I believe I got that on eBay too, because I was, even at that point, late to the party, because I think that one had already been released as well. I don't know which one technically came next, but I also get this one. Whoops. And of course it's this limited slip. And also this one. And they all have that cool special effect stuff that I love. Deaf Crocodile actually had a big box set that you could get all 4 movies in, but since I already had 3 out of the 4 at the time that I saw that box set, I didn't buy it, so I probably should have. I think it's out of stock and goes for big money now. But anyway, back to the main feature here. I guess it's this guy, the main guy right here. I guess he's that guy. I don't want to keep trying to pronounce that name. He's basically, this is the story, by the way. If you know my telling of these stories, of course, they're terrible. He is kind of sitting in a chair, unable to really move his arms or legs. The bad guys, if you want to call them that, come through and kind of ransack the village, take this woman that he's in love with, and leave. So these traveling people, I don't even know what you'd call them, maybe nomads, but kind of like almost like wise men of sorts. The opening scene, I believe, is this almost like a mystical warrior on a horse. He's no longer able to continue, I guess. He hands over this mystical type sword to these traveling gypsy type people, or wise men, and they're carrying it around, come to the hero's village, see him in there, give him some special stuff that gives him strength, and then they sing a song to him. And wow, he's able to get up and walk and move, and he's super, super strong, almost like a Hercules type character after that point. Like I say, and this guy, whoever's playing this character, which I don't know if you could see that from the back or not, and you can look all this stuff up, of course. They picked a really good guy to do this character, because he's got a big booming voice, almost like a James Earl Jones type voice. So I love this character. He basically goes to, after getting the sword and getting his strength back, he goes to fight these people that are trying to take over, the villages and the whole place, I would imagine. So he kind of, on the way, runs into this, I forget what they even called him, but he basically is a big windbag type guy and causes storms of wind variety. He captures him, takes him to like this, I don't know if it's the capital or whatever, where the prince kind of makes him like an honorary member of their army or their society, and he's fighting for them from that point on. He, in the meantime, goes out and gets that woman that he's in love with, brings her back. They end up having a kid, but she gets captured again. I believe the kid's born while she's captured. The bad guys kind of raise him as their own, and then he doesn't find out that the hero's his dad till close to the end of the movie. And then, of course, like I said, the U.S. Version of the movie is called The Sword and the Dragon. And So the dragon shows up towards the very end of the movie. And so I wouldn't let the name fool you, because this dragon is probably only in the movie for maybe a minute and a half. When he's flying around, when he first comes out, he looks very B-movie dragon. And when he's on the ground, he kind of looks like almost something like George Méliès would have made back in the day. But like I say, I love the special effects in this. It put me a lot in mind of the movies like Jason and the Argonauts type stuff. Only the dragon's not stop motion. I don't think there's any stop motion in this movie. There's a lot of good special effects that kind of reminded me of Carol Zeman. But then there was some things that were kind of new. To me, seemed kind of new as far as special effects. There's a bunch of fake animals. I believe there was a fake horse at one time. There was some fake birds, fake squirrel. But they're done very well. I think the fake squirrel is probably the most noticeably fake. And maybe the rabbit. But it was fun trying to spot that stuff. The colors are very vibrant. Almost put me in mind of the kind of colorization of Robin Hood with Errol Flynn. The picture I thought looked really good. There was some spots that were not so sharp, and reading the back of the box or whatever, I saw that it was restored in 4K from 35mm elements. So that always suggests to me that they didn't have the complete 35mm negative. So that might be why some of the shots are a little soft. And it could be the special effects too. So there you have it. The Sword and the Dragon. I hope they release some more of this guy's stuff. I know there's at least a couple more movies. I know there's one, The Magic Voyage of Sinbad, as well. And just from what I saw, pictures of that looked like it might be pretty cool as well. So, if I was to rate this movie, I guess I like this cover the best. I would give this a good solid 9.5 rolls of pink insulation out of 10. Like I say, I loved it. I watched it a couple times before this review. Absolutely love all this guy's stuff. And obviously, if you don't like subtitles, there is no English dub option. So, I guess there you have it. Of course, as always, if you have this movie or you've seen this movie, let me know what you thought of it down in the comments section. I'd love to discuss it. I think the other 3 movies that I showed are still available on Deaf Crocodile's website. So, until next time when I'm in the attic with a completely different movie, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye.